A couple I know live in the Durango area, not far from the Airbnb cabin that I wrote about in the last book. The wife told me that 2 to 3 months ago, they asked a friend to come over and smudge their place, which is an RV travel trailer. She told me that the door of the trailer kept opening and closing all by itself, day and night. Things would go missing only to reappear in an obvious place, like in the middle of the dining table. Then it started to get really weird, she added. I never used to sleepwalk, but then one night my husband found me making tea using the dog's water bowl. He shook me awake, and I was shocked at what I was doing. Weird things started to happen more and more frequently, like a spoon flying out of the wall of the trailer at me, and the power going out right as we toasted a drink with visiting friends. We decided to bless the trailer. It did help, at least inside the RV. While we were outside, it's as if things picked up a notch or two, she clarified. Our trailer is located in the wilderness, and while walking the dog, we would hear someone walking along the trail with us, but nobody was there. It seems like we always heard footsteps. Once we even saw our shovel floating in the air all by itself. That was really nuts. We often walk on a trail that is near a pond in the woods. While I was on the trail with my dog, I heard something. It wasn't the sound of someone walking beside us. This time, it was different. I heard someone say something behind us, so I turned around only to see a mountain lion stalking us. But it wasn't a normal cat. This one was walking on its 2 back legs and moved like a man. My dog started growling at the creature, and it dropped down on all 4s and leapt into the forest. I told my husband about it, and we agree it was most likely a skinwalker or shaman trying to scare us away. We've heard many stories of people hiring them to scare people away that they don't like. I interjected at this point to share a story I heard from the late J.C. Johnson about a man who received a call from his kids. This is how I remember the story. They were staying at their mother's place across the reservation and were terrified by something trying to get inside the house. The father raced to their location, and as he pulled into the driveway, his truck's headlights shined upon a large, hairy wolf-like creature standing on 2 legs. It was peering into the windows, and when it turned to look back at the man, he said it was very large and had glowing eyes. He grabbed his rifle and went after it. The creature disappeared around the back of the trailer and ran towards the property fence. The father said it simply stepped over the fence and once more turned to look at him. That's when the man fired 3 rounds into its chest. The creature screamed and ran away. Several days later, word got out that something was wrong with the tribe's medicine man or shaman. He ended up dying of heart failure. They found out that another woman from the tribe didn't like the man's wife and wanted the shaman to run her off. She paid the shaman to scare her so they'd leave. In Southwest states, it's not uncommon to hear of situations like this where shaman or their adepts cover themselves with an animal's hide in order to transform themselves into something non-human. Skinwalkers, as they're often referred to, have been known to attack people or run them off when they're not welcome. She also told me about the time they were visiting some hot springs. They were with friends, but they think someone else was there with them. We were joking and laughing together when we all heard something and stopped talking. Someone unseen was in the pool with us and kept laughing for a few seconds after we all stopped. That creeped everyone out, so we jumped out of the water and ran back to our cabin.